doing a bunch of repairs on this trailer, and here's one that I encounter more than enough. You got a light box, and this one had definitely been backed into they backed into something with it, and so it's going to take more time to try to repair that than just to build a new one. And so I'm going to build a new one, but I'm going to do mine a little different. And the bone I have to pick with these boxes is this little flange right here that goes to the inside. I don't see any purpose of that thing other than creating a trap for rust and water between the frame and the light box. So when I build mine, I am not going to put that in there. I see no point. So let's get started on building a new light box. This is my drawing that I made quite some time ago. So as you can see, the bottom, which will be the front portion that will house the lights, and then the top is going to be the body of the box. So as you can see, I did not include a flange on the right hand side. So let's cut them. That'll be the body. I'm going to clean them up, we're going to bend them, and then make the box. I'm going to start by bending the box body. So this will get 2 bends, 1 on each end. I already have my program set up, so I just need to bend away and then grab the front plate, bend it over. Looks better. Okay, so there is our box body. I need to check this real quick just to be sure it's good. It is. Now, do the front. It's so much easier bending it on with, CNC equipment, but it wasn't always that way. I had to work myself up. I started bending them on the corner of the table, and then actually, I'm going to walk you over to my first piece of bending equipment. Now, when I first got going, I made this press, and then I just made my own little brake. And, I still use it a little bit. But you have to work yourself up to, get fancy equipment. Take what money you can and plow it into upgraded equipment, so that way you can really produce. So I'm going to take my box, lay it flush here. The 2-inch oval goes to the outside, and this is the trailer side. So as I said, I didn't put in that flange on this side. So I'm just going to lay it in flat, slip it into the box. And I'm going to eyeball the top, so that way the overhang of the box is pretty even all the way around. And we're not going to weld this thing fully. I'm going to put a little weld here in the corner, this corner, around that corner, one here, and maybe one in the middle. Not much though. I mean, it's just holding the lights in. It doesn't need to be welded all the way. So let's do that. I'm going to tack here, and then also before I weld down here, I'm going to be sure that overhang is also equal. I'm going to tack the corner too to keep this straight. Now this is nice and flush. So, and I do have this overhanging Unlike the ones you buy, they're dang near flush. I like to have a little bit of overhang so that way it helps protect the lights. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just eyeballing so that way the overhang is pretty close to equal. Same thing on this. Happy with the placement. There's our box. I'm going to weld it up. There you have it, one light box. Let's go ahead and go put it in. Cleaned off the location. As you can see, there's the hole where the wires will come through. So I got those out of the way. So now we're just going to set the new light box in place. I'm going to leave just a little bit of a lip right at the top here. Tack it into place. Push it to the front. Be sure that we're flat. Nice and tight all the way around. Tack up there. Pull it down, tack at the bottom. And I'm going to weld all the way across the top, all the way across the bottom, the back, and then just a little tiny weld right here just to keep that from pressing in. That's really not as important. Some people like to use these as steps, so that's why I'll weld that all the way around. Box is welded in place. I'm going to let it cool off, clean it up, put some black paint on it, hook up the lights, and we'll have the reveal for the end product. All right, painting and wiring is done. Lights are installed. We're good as new.